Good morning, Michelle. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, so we are doing something super fun on the podcast on our Facebook page, and I think that we should talk about it because I don't know, we just thought we'd do a contest. Like we're heading into fall, and in Wisconsin, it's a beautiful fall this year, isn't it? Like
It is
the
gorgeous.
colors, like, we have amazing colors this year.
We do. We do. We're really lucky. Like, I think nature is delivering us a huge gift that it's been nice to get outside. The colors are great. So we get this like really great bonus from nature to be like,
Right.
here you go, enjoy.
Well, and it feels like in 2020 we don't have much else. So we're just going to enjoy all the nature that they're giving us. But so like most people are like practically not leaving their house. And so like what I noticed in our neighborhood is that people are decorating for like Halloween like weeks ago. So I just think that people need something to do. And we thought it'd be fun if we did a holiday decor contest, like show us your stuff. Like we want to see your either outside decorations, inside decorations. And I'm actually kind of fascinated by this because I don't know how you grew up, Michelle, but when I grew up, I was one of four kids, the oldest, and my mom didn't decorate for like anything. Like if we had Christmas, it was all the kids' handmade ornaments, and that was it. And we didn't like, we would put snowflakes on the window in the winter, and that was the extent of it. There was nothing. We didn't do lawn decorations, we didn't do anything. And so I like don't know how to do this, but I'm always fascinated by other people and like what they choose to do. And my kids actually like really want me to decorate. Like they want me to be that mom. They get excited when I put stuff out. And this is
Yeah.
such foreign territory to me. I don't know what to do. I
I
don't know
grew
what
up,
you
yeah.
guys do, but
And I mean, and it's, I don't know, I grew up with decorations for seasons. We may not have done the blow up lawn ornaments or anything like that, but I remember garland going up at Christmas time and a wreath and Christmas tree and Halloween. My dad would carve pumpkins with all of us kids while my mom was doing Lord knows what that was kind of supervising us, but also like, I'm not getting involved with cutting the pumpkins up or anything like that. She was doing other things. Oh, someone needs a bath.
I feel your mom because like so there are certain holidays like we're in fall, so we should stay on fall. But like
Yeah, let's say stand fall for sure.
I don't like carving. I like carved pumpkins. I don't like
Mhm.
carving them. And like the
Okay.
kids always want to carve pumpkins. They want to do this whole deal. And like it's just a lot. It's a lot of work and it's gross. So it's not my jam. And also I think I've come to the terms that I just don't like pumpkin anything this year. But like if you have children, you have to do these things. So like I
Kids
do
love
like,
decorations. It
yeah,
kind of
I'm like a
shows
big
that
fan.
you're engaged in the moment, because at school they decorate for all of the holidays and seasons.
We
So
do.
again, if you do that at home, it kind of is that same thing. It's kind of mirroring what they're learning.
Right. And I feel like I sound like a little bit of a Debbie Downer. That's not my jam. I just like I'm perfectly happy. Like I actually wanted to throw a pumpkin carving party this year. I just didn't want to actually carve anything. I just wanted to appreciate the festivity of it.
Yeah.
So like what I think is happening is I just am creating the village. So I have a couple friends who don't have kids at home and they want to carve pumpkins. You're going to be one of them because I'm assuming that you'd like to come carve pumpkins with my children.
I would love
Great.
to carve pumpkins.
Yeah, and we have like three other people in our bubble who we see, who we know are super safe. And so they're going to come over, you're going to come over, and we're going to do this. And I will make you dinner and we'll figure that whole process out because we know that like I'll just plan ahead. I'll make you dinner. You carve pumpkins with my kids. We'll make it fun. I mean, but
Yeah.
like I appreciate like a good corn stalk outside. I love all the different pumpkins. We have giant spiders on the outside of our house that are super fun. We got them at Goodwill. They're awesome. But inside the house, I feel like this is not my deal. So what do you do to make it like festive? Is it like mantle decorations? Are you hanging things on your wall? Like tell me what you do.
What I do mantle. Well, I didn't grow up in a house with a fireplace, but I was longed for one of those. So I have a fireplace now. It's not workable. I have candles on the inside of my fireplace in
Okay.
strategic places. So it looks like there's a glow in there whenever I want to turn it on, but they're battery operated and it's really cool. And then I do change out my mantle season to season. Right now it is still kind of in that like summer, fall, like seasonal thing. I've got this little light up vase, and then I've got some birds, and then I've got a garland on there that is very nicely electric, and so it gives off a really pretty glow. And then I've got a picture that I change out twice a year. Right now it's on the like three times a year, and then it's a vintage like travel poster of skiing that I put up in the winter.
Okay, fun.
So
So
that's kind of what I do in here. I don't decorate every room in my house. I just kind of am strategic about what I do. I have been loving like cool looking garland. I know at Christmas time they had a lot of felt things, and I kind of stocked up on that in colors that were like pretty neutral, and then I have some that I put out that's like Christmas winter. But I love kind of putting garland on the windows, especially like the fabric balls and things like that, because that's something that's easy, brightens it up a little bit, and just kind of does something different to the space.
right. So I need to figure out how to do these things and how to like tackle it, because here's my struggle. We built our house like 6 years ago and it still feels really new. So I get nervous about like putting holes in the wall or anything else. Do I need to like 3M it and use all those command strips?
Command strips, that's what I do.
Okay.
I use command strips to hang pictures up. They have these really cool ones that Velcro in both sides, or they like click together like Velcro, but it's not Velcro. And I use those for pictures because then I can always change them out. But yeah, I would command it up. I wouldn't put holes in unless you know that this is always going to be where like something is hung.
Yeah.
I also that's why I like hanging like garland for my curtain rods, because then it kind of gives a nice drape over the curtain. And I'm using the rod rather than adding more holes. Now at Christmas time, I did put a command hook way up high just so that I could make it like, do the points in the right spot. But other than that, like I love command. 3M is my best friend.
I think that's what I need to do. So I really want to be one of the people who like, I don't know, you just walk in and your house looks incredible and I just don't know how to pull it all together. Like I feel like I need design 101 or like a design buddy that just comes to do it. And I'm actually probably okay to like hire somebody, but I kind of want to learn how to do this. So how do you figure this stuff out?
I was lucky that I have some great friends that work in different career fields that are creative, and I've kind of got to see some of the things they're doing by osmosis, and I just kind of see like, ooh, what are you doing? Or like, luckily for me, when I worked at the Pain, I got to know the guys at House of Flowers really well, and I got to see what they do and kind of pick their minds a little bit and their brains. And when I would go in shopping and say, could this and this work together, and this kind of, and and get a yes, or no, you would do this and this instead. And I'm like, okay. So it's kind of like I use the resources, or if I'm going to Pottery Barn and I see a tree that they've done or see like decor that they're doing and I don't really know, I'm like, do you have a way like online that, and places will put like YouTube videos out there that you can watch, or Pinterest once again became my biggest friend, because all of like the designers out there, even Architectural Digest and stuff like that, for wanting to know how to like set rooms up, like they're putting all that content out there, and instead of buying the magazines, all of a sudden it's like I can just like see it right online and go back to it.
Yeah, the internet's a beautiful thing. Okay, so this is kind of a fun idea. So I like the idea of like going and finding inspiration and then recreating it. And actually, I spent a couple years as the VP of marketing for Goodwill. And I got to tell you, like, I love the organization. I'm not necessarily like a big thrifter, but it's super cool to find something and reuse it. And you really can find amazing, amazing things there. I do awesome stuff for the community. So like, I'm a big fan. But this is reminding me that I did all kinds of stuff to talk about like, how do you refresh for the holidays? And I'm not actually putting it into practice. Like, I think I need to. And at this point, like, I haven't gone out. I mean, like, it still feels pandemic-y, so I'm not like out shopping. But I'm just not either. So I have a child that turns out amazing artwork all the time, and maybe we just need to command up our entire house or something.
Create a little gallery for her. get some picture frames that are inexpensive from Hobby Lobby and create a little gallery for her that she can change out her, she's got like 6 gallery frames that she can work with, and then she just changes out her pictures.
So, okay, we should do this, and I mean, let's make this a separate post this week. It's super fun. So I actually when I worked at Goodwill, I went to like the outlet and a whole bunch of different stores, and I found like clearance art or frames or whatever. And I bought like the ugliest art possible, and I just ripped it out and then spray painted all the frames. So in my house, they're all spray painted like lime green, and they're all empty, but I kept the wires and stuff inside, or hung wires if they were missing it, and they're all hanging. And so that's how I was managing the influx of kid artwork, is that one spot. And that was like a really fun Goodwill project. I mean, it was actually harder than I expected to like rip out the artwork on some of these things, but like some of the frames are so cool. And when you spray paint them all one color, it becomes very cohesive, even though they're not there.
Even though the work in it might not be.
Right. And that's just one little section. I feel like I would love to have like touches all over my house where like it's a continuous theme all the time. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's either a massive investment or like it's not, and I don't have the skill set to do it. So I'm just trying to like.
Yeah, and I don't think it is a massive investment unless you want it to be. I've been trying to be very thematic in my house, and in some places it works and in some places it doesn't. I don't know. So the room that I'm in, I don't like record in very often, but I think I want to more. It's my favorite place because I love these chairs so much.
I love that. Like I'm loving your mantle. I love all your books back there. Like, this is perfect.
Yeah, it's very, I don't know. I really the space feels very cozy. It had too much furniture in, and I had a couch that I didn't need in a different room anymore. So I donated that to, I donated that to an organization, and it kind of is doing good in another home, which I love. And then I moved one of the sofas I had in this front room into the back room, and it kind of opened this whole space up, and I love it. And so there's a lot of things in here that at holidays I take out and put in the basement, and then just kind of fill this room with like all of my holiday magic. But I got to figure out a way that I can do the room that I spend the most time in is where the TV is. And I want to put a little bit of Christmas into that room this year. And I'm just not sure how I do that, because I want to just have everything feel festive. I think I'm going to be spending a lot of time in my house this year for the holidays. Usually I'm out going places and doing things. And I don't think that there's going to be much holiday partying this year. So I really want to make sure my house feels, and the good thing is that we know that we've got time to plan for it.
Right.
Whereas in March, we didn't have any time to plan for any of this. And now at least you're like, okay, if this is the foreseeable future, let's plan for it and really like kick it up. And maybe we do another, like everyone loves to share what they do, or I hope that they do. So maybe if this like decorate your front porch for the Halloween works out, because we are giving away a cool prize, maybe we can give out, show us your Christmas tree and holiday decor, and maybe we'll have another fun prize that we could give away. But people, you have to post. And we ask you to post and share with us.
Right. We need
to give you things. We want to create engagement.
I think that this is the deal. So, okay, you guys, we are giving away a really cute little Corksicle mug. And if you haven't seen Corksicle, they are like usually like this one's gold metallic. It's very cute. I don't have it in here, of course. But it's like a cute little like wine or cocktail cup, and it'll stay cold or warm. Like you can have a hot toddy in it, or you can have a cocktail or wine or whatever you need. And it's super fun. So we really do want to give it away, but we want to see your stuff mainly because we're curious. We like celebrating, and I need ideas straight up. So
I was going to share my front porch, but the squirrels attacked it. They are enjoying the pumpkins on my front porch a little too much, and they've eaten 2 of them and then stolen. I believe it's the squirrels that have taken off those little mini pumpkins, because they all just kind of vanished out of thin air, and no one really is coming to my front door. So,
I want you to take a picture in action of this happening, and like that might be our winner.
I have this squirrel friend who like sits on a pumpkin and waits for me to come tap on the window and shoo him away. So I would be able to get that picture, I think.
All right. I think you need to kick it off and start there, and then we'll see what happens. But
Yeah.
all right. So tell us, you guys, tell us, we want, first of all, we really want to see your stuff. So post it on the Facebook page,
Yeah.
and then let us know for sure about what you do and what your tricks and tips are. And if you have like a favorite store or place or idea, we need to see all of this stuff,
Thank
because
you.
quite frankly, at 40, I thought I'd be better at this, and it's just not like a life skill that I've picked up yet, but I want to work on it. It's important.
It's a good life skill to work on the next 20 years.
I mean, why not? By the time like my kids leave the house, it'll be perfectly holiday-ish in here. Like they're mad. They want me to decorate more. They don't feel like it's good enough. I felt like in our previous house I was doing okay, but then when we built and moved, not everything fits, or like everything doesn't have a place, and I'm scared to attach stuff. So, okay, I'm gonna buy all the command things. We're gonna figure this out. But you guys share your ideas. That's what we need.
Yep.
If only
Okay.
Katie would like to sponsor us. Just saying, we are looking for sponsors. All right, you guys, peace out. Happy fall.
Happy fall.